My name is Ebony Grissom. I'm a member of the coordinating committee for the Rhode Island Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. Welcome to week 5 of the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. This week's theme is everybody's got a right to live: education, living wage, jobs, income, and housing. Today we're going to start with a litany. I'm here with my colleague,
Santiago Rodriguez,
and we will read a litany in English and in Spanish. And since you don't have the litany, we will tell you your response. Okay? Everybody's got a right to learn. Everybody's got a right to housing. Everybody's got a right to love.
todo el mundo tiene derecho a aprender, todos tienen derecho a vivienda, todos tienen derecho a amar.
And your response is, everybody's got a right to live. When wages have stagnated over the last 50 years, although the economy has grown and there are 62 million workers who earn less than a living wage, we must speak with one voice.
Cuando los salarios se han estancado en los últimos 50 años, aunque la economía ha crecido y hay 62 millones de trabajadores que ganan menos que un salario digno, debemos alzar nuestra voz en unidad.
Your response is, everybody's... And then your other response is, everybody's got a right to living wage, jobs, and the right to organize. Everybody's got a right to living wage, jobs, and the right to organize. When 3 individuals in the United States have as much wealth as the bottom 50% of all Americans combined, we must speak with one voice.
Cuando 3 personas en los Estados Unidos tienen tanta riqueza como el 50% de todos los estadounidenses combinados, debemos alzar nuestra voz en unidad.
Your response is, everybody's got the right to thrive. Everybody. For the 44 million Americans who are carrying the burden of $1.34 trillion of student debt, we must speak out.
Para los 44 millones de estadounidenses que cargan con el peso de 1.34 billones de dólares en deuda estudiantil, debemos alzar la voz.
Your response is, everybody's got a right to learn.
Everybody has the right to learn.
When 3.5 million people are sleeping in shelters every year and 7.4 million are on the brink of homelessness, the majority of whom are white and up to 40% of homeless youth are LGBTQI, we must speak with one voice.
Cuando 3.5 millones de personas duermen en refugios cada año, cuando 7.4 millones de personas están al borde de quedar sin vivienda, con la mayoría de esa población siendo blanca y hasta el 40% de los jóvenes sin hogar, como la organización de LGBTQIA, debemos alzar la voz.
Your response is, everybody's got the right to housing. Everybody's got a right to housing. When 38% of American households, primarily Black and Latino families, have a net worth of $0, we must speak with one voice.
Cuando el 38% de los hogares estadounidenses, principalmente familias negras y latinas, tienen un valor neto de $0, debemos alzar nuestra voz en unidad. Todo el pueblo.
Your response is, okay, right? Yeah. Okay. Everybody's got a right to a quality education.
Everybody got a
right to quality education. Everybody's got a right to a living wage job.
Everybody's got a right
to a living wage job. Everybody's got a right to safe, affordable housing. Everybody's got a right to safe, affordable housing. Our nation's guiding documents, written by our forebearers, state all people are created, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Los documentos guía de nuestra nación, escritos por nuestros antepasados, declaran todos los pueblos son creados que están dotados por su Creador de ciertos derechos inalienables, que entre ellos están la vida, la libertad y la búsqueda de la felicidad.
Your response is, all of our religion's sacred texts affirm the dignity of every person. All of our religion's sacred texts affirm the dignity of every person. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So today, as we heard, everybody's got the right to live, education, living wage, jobs, income, and housing. We have lots of people who are going to give testimonies about these areas, and in a lot of our traditions, a testimony is somebody who bears witness, who talks from their personal, individual experiences, and we've been hearing these for the last 4 weeks. People who are speaking from their own experience, but also as advocates for individuals who've been impacted by the 5 systems of oppression that the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival, is looking to demolish. Systemic racism, systemic poverty, a distorted moral narrative, the war, economy, and ecological devastation.